YouTubers! Welcome to part 4 of my series, How to Eat for $10 a Week. Today we're going to be talking about homesteading, or keeping animals, in other words, as a way to save money. So as I said in part 3 about gardening, keeping animals isn't a guaranteed money saver. You need to do it in a smart way, and you need to keep track of your expenses, and also you need to somehow figure out how to pay for feed. Otherwise it's going to cost you more to grow your own meat and eggs and stuff like that than it is to just buy it at the store when it's on sale. So first I'm going to go through the dairy products. I have one dairy goat and she keeps us in milk maybe 6 months out of the year. It depends. If she has kids to feed, that really cuts down on the production. So my goat, I get goat's milk, obviously, and I can do basically anything I can do with regular cow's milk, I can do with goat's milk. So like here I've got some butter that I froze. I actually made butter from the cream that rises to the top. Just a teensy bit of cream rises to the top of that milk when it gets to be a few days old in the fridge. So I'd skim that off and make butter with it, and that's one more way to kind of get more value from my goat's milk. And the other thing we get from our goats is meat if we decide to butcher. So far we've only butchered one because the rest of the kids have either been sold. You don't want to butcher the girls. Next I'm going to talk about my poultry. My chickens, and I've got some ducks too, but my chickens provide us with eggs. As you can see, they're nice brown eggs. There's some green ones in there. Really good quality grass-fed eggs. And I also do process the roosters and spent hens, so you can see some canned chicken here. It's not very pretty, but I promise you it tastes better than it looks. And I also, when I can chicken, I fill the whole thing with water. So this is all broth that I can use. And my ducks actually provide a really good amount of fat. You can see the duck fat in there. It smells really good. It smells like potato chips. So the ducks provide the cooking fat, and obviously meat and eggs too, just like the chickens do. So before I end this video, I want to talk about how the hobby farm can actually save you money. The only way I found out to do that is by selling off some of the extra eggs and milk products and meat products and stuff like that. So with my goat, what I'll do is, she is a dairy goat, so she needs to be bred every winter, and I will sell her kids in the spring, and that takes care of her keep and also like the keep for the buck too as well. Now chickens are a lot harder to get to pay for themselves than goats are. So mostly it's the chicken feed. I find it gets really expensive, especially the more birds you have. So in order to pay for that, you really have to sell eggs. And the amount of eggs you sell and the price you can get for your eggs really determines whether your chicken venture is going to be successful or not, as far as whether or not you get free eggs. So in my case, I know last year I did not break even with my chickens. They ate way too much feed over the winter, and basically I just had too many chickens. Even though I sold like a lot of my eggs, more than I would have liked. I would have liked to keep some more for us, but I did sell a lot, and still I don't think I broke even, just because I had too many chickens that were not laying eggs and too many roosters and things like that. So those are the two animals I have, basically poultry, so the chickens and ducks and the goats. And I just keep the minimal amount that I can because I'm not really interested in farming per se. I just want to provide food for us. So that's how I do it. Animals are definitely an option. If you don't like animals and you don't want the extra work, then don't even bother. Just buy stuff on sale at the store. You can do the same stuff with store-bought eggs and store-bought meat and store-bought dairy that you can with farm fresh or homestead products. So that's what I've got to say about homesteading. One thing I will add, if you're looking into getting different animals, make sure that you're not duplicating your efforts, as goats provide my milk and my meat, and the chickens also do meat, but they do eggs, and the goats can't lay eggs and the chickens can't give milk. So I want to diversify there. And if I were to branch out and get something else, I would go for honeybees, because the bees don't produce eggs or meat or milk, and the goats and the chickens don't produce honey. So that's what I would do if I were to extend my homesteading efforts. I wouldn't get pigs. We've tried fiber animals in the past, and for one reason or another, those just didn't work out for us. I'm trying to think. I wouldn't get horses, really, because I'm not sure what horses are good for unless you enjoy riding them. So just make sure if you've got a homestead that you're diversifying and that you're not putting in more work than you need to, and also that you're selling enough stuff to pay for your feed. I will be talking in a future video about how I keep my hobby farm frugal with both the chickens and the goats, and also the garden too. So let me know in the comments, do you have animals? Do you plan on getting animals? Is this something you would consider or not?